In late 2001, the board of directors at the Urban League at the time offered me the position of President and CEO of the Urban League of Palm Beach County. I was very reluctant. I did not want that. It wasn't part of my career path. I had spent the last 18 years in corporate and engineering, and I did not have a career path of going to social service or a nonprofit. I raised money for United Way, but I didn't know how to run a nonprofit. So every day for the last 20 years has been a learning experience for me. And it has been a joy, it has been a blessing, it has its ups and downs. And at the same time, it has taught me a lot about life and the struggles of the families that live in our community, the families that wake up each and every day to make sure that they have food on the table, a roof over their heads, that their kids are in school. And that resonated with me, and it has for the past 20 years. It's been a great blessing. I think over the last 20 years, the most humbling aspects have been the people that I have crossed paths with, that I have come in contact with. The families, the young families, the older families, the young kids, those people that come to the Urban League, walk through our doors looking for a better tomorrow. The family that greeted me at our first Christmas giveaway, and I had my 2 young children with me at the time, and a lady with her 2 children walked up to me and says, "Thank you, Mr. Franklin, this made our Christmas." And all she had was a toy for each one of her children and a bag of food. That was touching. As the years have gone by, to have a family that came in looking for a refinance or looking for their first home, and when you hear that, those joys and those claps and those hollers of families, I know exactly what it is. It's a family being served by our great staff here at the Urban League. It's a family that had their monthly rent reduced by $500 a month. Now they can afford to live in their homes. Those are the blessings that I have received here at the Urban League over the past 20 years. Those are things that keep me coming back here each and every day. The board members that I have worked with over the years, the board members that hired me, Bob Friedman and all those others who were on the board, that saw something in me that I didn't see in myself to run this organization. We had issues. We had serious issues. I always thought about the day when we would face reality. Could we meet payroll? Those are the things that kept me up at night. And we got close 1 or 2 times, but we made it through. We talk about how do we make sure that our staff are working hard and make sure that they're getting rewarded for the work that they do. I wish I could have done more over the years. We have done well with staff, and probably one of my biggest glories and biggest things is to see a staffer that came to the Urban League as a young startup person to start their career, left the Urban League and are running other nonprofits now, running other organizations, working in government, working in state and local government now, and doing very well. That makes me happy. That makes me proud that individuals that have come through the Urban League, that have benefited from the work here and my leadership here and have taken that on to the next level. Those are the great points of the Urban League. When you look on the other side, the struggle is real. The struggle is absolutely real. I hope that one day we can end these services and programs of the Urban League. Poverty, lack of housing, lack of affordable housing here in Palm Beach County, kids struggling in school, families struggling to make each day, prices and inflation are going up and up and up. That's why we're here to support these families and these individuals and our kids. We're going on 50 years right now working in Palm Beach County, getting very close to it. And the need is as great as ever right now. So the Urban League right now is in great hands. We have a wonderful board. We have a good working, hard-working board that dedicates their time, their energy, their resources to making the Urban League the best it possibly can. I have the best staff ever, very young staff, and I want to thank all of our staffers that have worked under me for the past 20 years. You have made this where we are right now today. You have taken us from looking at very entry-level areas of support to an area that people depend upon us daily. We are the hub of the community. And when we make that statement, we make it strong, we make it firm, and we make sure that people understand that the Urban League is a great organization We're part of the Urban League movement across this country. We're here for a reason, and we're going to be here for a long time. But I also want to thank my wife for putting up with me over all these years, the weekends, the evenings, the nights, the events, all those things that have played a role. She's been there right with me, and she's been there supporting me along the way. Thank you so much. My kids who have grown up in the Urban League, when I first came here, my kids were, I think they were 8, 6, and 2, or no, 10, 8, and 2. And they're grown and moving on, and they have history here. The Urban League has impacted me in so many ways. It has given me the ability to be humble, to be empathetic, to understand and listen to the plight of so many families in this community. And how do we learn from what other struggles are? That has given me the biggest impact to really listen and understand and try to make a difference. Try to make a difference in their lives. If that's the one thing that I have done over the years, is try to make a difference in lives. And I think the Urban League has done that. It has made a difference in my life. It has given me the ability to have their voice and make it loud and clear. And with that said, that's the one thing that I really want to gravitate to, is that I have heard the issues that have come about in our community, and I have done my best to make sure those issues are heard, make sure they have been received and communicated. That's been the biggest impact on my life, to make sure that I have made things better for someone else. Learning about fundraising, learning about donors, learn about volunteers and providers of programs. I had to learn that. I had to learn how to write a grant. I had to learn how to position our business case to make sure people understood what we were going through. I had to make sure people understood that Palm Beach County is not just sun, beach, and palm trees and rich people. That the people who support our resorts here, our hotels, our restaurants, are the people who we serve. So when we look at the donors, the people who support the mission of the Urban League to assist African Americans and other minorities to achieve social and economic equality, making sure that people understood our mission has been the number one thing for me. And when people understand who we are and what we do, then they will understand the need, the proposition for them to donate, the proposition for them to be part of this movement to help others and serve others. So without the donors, without those people who support us on a daily basis, we would not be here. It takes everyone to support the work that we do here. It takes so many other organizations. We at the Urban League do not do anything by ourselves. We do it in collaboration with other nonprofits, with other groups, with other agencies, and with the support, with the financial support of so many other organizations like the Community Foundation, the United Way, the Quantum Foundation. Those are the backbone, Children's Services Council, the backbone of our programs and services. So I want to thank all of you who have supported the Urban League, because that's why we have gotten to where we are today. We've got to the point that we can say we are the hub of the community. Over the years, I've had probably 2 impactful moments that I will never forget. One was in 2020 for the presidential election, when through the blessings of a donor, we were able to wrap and have 5 buses for 16 days go and take everyone who wanted to vote during the early voting and on election day. To see those buses roll out, and we named the buses the John Lewis bus, Barack Obama bus, Thurgood Marshall bus, and our last one was Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And when we rolled those buses out every day for 8 hours a day, and we had over 7,500 miles that were driven during those days, taking anybody who wanted to vote across this county, that was impactful. That was something that I will never forget. With the Urban League on the side of those buses and get out the vote, that was very impactful, and we served so many people during that time period. And the second one was very, very dear to my heart. And the second item was during the COVID pandemic, when we gave out over 1,250 vaccination shots at Gaines Park to our minority senior citizens. That was impactful. We partnered with local government, local county government, other groups, and the Urban League. We took care of Gaines Park and made sure that 1,250 shots were given out to our minority seniors. That was impactful, and I'll never forget that day. So when we look into how impact we have, those are two great moments that I will always remember here at the Urban League. When I walked through the doors here 20 years ago, the Urban League did not look like it did right now, like it does right now. And my goal has always been to leave it better than I found it. And I think that we have done that in so many different ways, but again, we have done it in a way that has brought our community up. We've done things that we hadn't even envisioned when I first walked in the door. Housing development. We have purchased, rehab, and produced housing units for families. We've worked in so many different areas to support our youth in Belglade, to support our youth in Riviera Beach, West Palm Beach, Boynton Beach, Lake Worth, Delray Beach. We've broadened our perspective into Broward, Miami, Fort Pierce with programs and services over the years. We have two main locations here in West Palm Beach, on Tamarind Avenue and here on North Australian. My goal for the future is that we have a thriving organization that is the organization of choice for donors when it's time to give, that you have us on your list, high on your list, to support the mission, to support the programs and services of the Urban League. And I think we are well positioned for that. The future's bright. The need is even bigger. So with your help and your support, the Urban League will be here. Our doors will be open in the future to serve those families who need us the most. So the Urban League is in a good position right now. I hope for it to be in a great position in the years to come, and I hope for it to continue to be the hub of the community.